I honestly did not see this coming. I replaced this wheel bearing when I was in the Conocanico. I think that's where I was, right there next to the Grand Canyon. I put all new wheel bearing and everything in it, put it together, everything's been fine. Well, somewhere in the last 318 miles, I lost the dust cover off of this. And I gotta suspect it was over there in Hot Springs, Montana, where I lost it. But it slung all the grease out, and this outer bearing started to weld itself to the spindle. It was making a crazy noise. I heard it, and I was like, that's an unusual noise. I need to look into it. So once I got here to observation point of the Lewis and Clark National Forest and part of the Lewis and Clark Trail, they had this concrete slab here next to the kiosk here, and I jacked it up. I grabbed it. Oh boy, there's an issue. So it took a while to get it off, and this bearing inside, on the inside, started to get hot. All the grease burnt to the spindle. I mean, I got so lucky, y'all, folks. But the problem is, I don't have a cap, and I don't have the inside. I really need to replace the outer bearing. It got hot enough to where it was squealing, and it did pit a little bit. I'm gonna try to put this thing back together now with some grease. Luckily, I was smart enough to bring me extra grease. And we're gonna see if we can make it on out of here. It's 31 miles to the next town with the AutoZone. And I'm gonna be buying 2 wheel bearing kits, because this is something that can happen when you travel like I do. And I'm so thankful that I've got enough mechanical abilities and knowledge after all these years of being a mechanic that I can actually fix my own stuff and get me out of here. But it's not easy, especially when you're in a damn wheelchair and you're in the middle of nowhere, right? Look, there is nothing but miles and miles and miles of just plains and canyon, as far as you can see. I ain't worried one bit. I ain't. Well, I got it. I cannot believe that this worked out like it did. If I would have went a little bit longer, y'all, we would have had a seriously major catastrophe here. When these things, if a dust cap comes off and it loses all the grease out of it, the bearings get hot, they will weld themselves to the spindle. And I got real lucky that did not happen. If I would have went probably, there's no telling how long, but I estimate if I would have tried to go another 100 miles, it probably would have locked up on me and I would have lost the wheel. It's crunchy though. See, that's what the issue is. We are very crunchy now. That's not good. Have crunchy bearings on the trailer. Don't want to get my gloves totally trashed out with grease here. So I'm trying everything I can to keep it as clean as possible. Dang. One little thing flies off and it creates a whole nother issue. Yep. Wasn't sure where I was going to find another dust cap, but ladies and gentlemen, wait till you see the MacGyver idea I came up with. I want to get this thing going so I can get on down the road a little ways. This don't feel good though. This don't feel good at all now, yeah. But I'm gonna have to do what I'm gonna have to do to get me out of here. Yep. Brand new bearings and they're shot because they got full of dirt going down these dirt roads mixed in with the grease. That's what causes them to do that. If you hear unusual noises, squealing, squeaking, sound like somebody's skinning a cat while it's alive, don't keep driving, y'all. This thing's been giving me a little bit of noise since I left Hot Springs. And again, I'm 320 miles from there now. And this is not a good situation to have when you're traveling these type of dirt roads and up the mountains. And not good at all. Okay, now, how are we going to keep this clean and keep the dirt out? Well, Monster Energy is going to help me, y'all. This is the only way I can figure out to do this. Okay, y'all, my idea is to slide this over. It's gonna work. That'll keep all the dirt out and keep the grease from slinging out. It looks funky, but you know what? It's gonna work, y'all. It's gonna work. Shit. Sometimes I just amaze myself with the shit that I'm able to figure out while I'm out here on the road. We're not going to be stopped. This is crazy, but it's going to work. I'm telling you. It sounds crazy, but it's going to work. All we got to do is make it to a Napa Auto Parts store or AutoZone where there's bearings. That's all I got to do is just get myself there. Okay, where's that other hole at? We got to trim one more slot. Oop. Okay, well, we screwed the pooch on that one, but it's okay. We're just gonna cut it off. It ain't pretty, but it's gonna be effective, y'all. Sorry, y'all. I know I'm giving you a close-up of the fender. I'm trying to get the bolt started. In the hole. Get in your hole, bolt. Start, start, start. Okay, we got one started. I'm gonna get these all cinched up, tightened down. I'll be right back with y'all. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for a temporary fix, this is just gonna have to do. I'm gonna snug this all down and see. I know it's gonna work. I'm out of here. I ain't got nothing to worry about. This is gonna get me back to civilization and keep from burning up everything and welding and making even more work for myself. Well, I can't be more proud of myself than this. This is thinking outside the boxes, y'all. Sometimes you got to improvise. If you find yourself in what they call the pickle, and you're up to your, almost to your nostrils in the juice, you need to just stay calm and think about it. Take a deep breath and relax. I just did, and look what happened. I figured out how to get myself out of this barren wasteland. Well, it ain't barren, and it ain't a wasteland, but to get me out of here and back to civilization. I got 31 miles to the nearest Napa Auto Parts, so I'm gonna make it now, y'all. Hey, keep watching Bowwiz Woodshire Adventures. You might learn something from me. But